Zentinels, what's up? Today we're going to be showing you how to properly execute a hip thrust on the barbell. So once you have your weight set up, whether you're using a box or a bench, you want to make sure that it's about the same height as your scapula, or the shoulder blade. So you don't want to be with your butt directly on it. You want to kind of be a little bit more forward and incline on the back so it sits directly under there. So once you found a comfortable spot, if you're not sure about feet placement, a really good hack that you can do while you're on the floor, go ahead and extend your hands directly straight ahead of you, and right where they end, you want to put the heels. So this should roughly be about 90 degrees. Of course, it's not the same for everyone, but this gives you a good idea of where to place your feet. Once you execute the movement, wherever you feel the glutes more, whether it's a little bit further back or a little bit further forward, that's going to be the sweet spot for you. The straighter out that you have your feet, if it's a wider angle, that's going to target more the hamstrings. If it's closer in, smaller than a 90 degree, that's going to target more the quads. So roughly the sweet spot to hit the glutes would be at around a 90 degree angle. So when you're up on top, the shin should be directly at a 90 degree angle with the femur. You want to go ahead and grab the barbell. Make sure that if you don't have a foam, use something to provide some cushioning, or else it's going to really hurt the hip bones. You want to make sure that you keep your spine always in line with your pelvis. So what you don't want to do is arch your back to where you're doing this kind of pumping motion. That's only going to damage your back. It's going to put a lot of strain on the lower back. So what you want to do, you want to bring the pelvis in, tuck it in, tighten the core, and keep your spine in alignment. So when you push through the glutes, it's all a single movement and it comes up. You see how it all stays together? Keeping your chin tucked in. This has to be a straight line. Tuck in the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Come to the top, come back down, keeping tension on those glutes. Push through the heels, squeeze the glutes. It's a single movement. Squeeze, 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 up to the top, and come back down. So that's the way you should do it. What you don't want to do, like I mentioned before, you don't want to arch your back or it looks like this. Whereas this is in place and it's only the bottom part that's moving, that's only going to put strain on your lower back. So keep it a single movement, neck and the whole spine in line with the pelvis, tucking it in and squeezing. So with the weight, now we can go ahead and grab it, have it directly over the hips, make sure that you're centered. Go ahead and lean back, adjust yourself as needed. Again, heels in place. From here, make sure to tuck in the pelvis, tighten the core, tighten everything, squeeze the glutes, and you're going to push through the heels. So squeeze, single movement. You should be squeezing the glutes, and in a single movement, bring it down, and then squeeze back up. Always keeping your chin tucked in, looking straight ahead. You should not be feeling this in your lower back. If you are, make sure that your positioning is correct and that you're doing the movement correctly. If you still find this to be a little bit too difficult, there are some hip thrust machines that you can take advantage of in your gym, and those are able to help you so that you keep the correct posture so you don't damage, or you don't put too much strain on your lower back or on other muscles. Of course, you also have to keep special attention to keeping the back straight, keeping the pelvis tucked in. That's the main key. Make sure you keep that pelvis tucked in and really squeeze the glutes. But if you're just starting out, if you're not comfortable using the barbell yet, go ahead and take advantage of those. And then once you feel comfortable, then you can move on to using the barbell. All right, that's it for today, Sentinels. Use this for your next glute day and have a good workout.